Hello friends, and welcome back. We are discussing about traversing. In our last two classes we have discussed about traversing parents and traversing childs. So in this class we are going to discuss about traversing, you can say, sibling. What's sibling? I'm just giving an example here. For example, for parents we have high level for parents. For brother and sister we have same level. For, you can say, children, for children you can say lower level, just like this, lower level. So the point is here, in this class we are going to discuss about sibling. So sibling called same level. You have discussed about children also, about parents also, and in this class we are going to discuss about traversing sibling. Sibling is called same level. It's called sibling. So this is called sibling. So we are just going to remove all this from here, just without this main. You have only one div, this called main, and you can just remove all this from CSS also and just remain the main. Control S to save. Go to run menu, launch in Chrome. So you can see we have only a box here, and here is written main. There is nothing else. So now we are going to inside you can see body tag. Here we are going to insert some div start, div close. You need to assign a class here. Class is equal to a. You can create a class or ID, it's optional. So I'm just writing here a also. Make this duplicate 4 to 5 times. So this one is B, and this one is also B. This one should be C. This one also should be C, and this one should be P in capital. I'm just writing D, and here also D, E, and here also E. Control S. Now come here and refresh. We have 5 more divs inside this div: A, B, C, D, E. So now just come inside the CSS, or just leave CSS for right now. Just come here inside CSS. We are just going to call directly div, not the classes. We are just going to call directly div. Okay, for div, just open the curly braces. You are assigning the width of this div should be 100 pixel, and the height should be something like 100 pixel. The background color should be something like yellow, and you can see, just refresh. Control S. You can use margin here. Margin something like 10 pixel. Save, and let's check. So you can see this, the divs, you need to increase the width of the main element. For example, the height, we are just giving here 600 pixel height or 700 pixel. Control S and refresh. So this some divs we have inside this, and if you just decrease the width, you can just give something like 500. Control S and refresh. Now this looking better. Now just go inside your script tag, and you can just remove this, or you can just use instead of this. I'm just going to select the first one, .c. So you can just write here .c, and you are just you need to just remove this. after dot you need to write here fade out. So it means you can give a timing here also, 2 seconds. Control S and come here. It means the C should be fade out. Refresh, so you can see it's just going fade out in 2 seconds. It's just by default. So you need to just cut this, put this on mouse click, Control X, and $, like always, basic syntax, full stop, another parentheses and semicolon. Inside these you are just going to select or insert this one. So you need a button here also. You need a button. So for button, just create inside this center tag, button button start and button close. For example, click to show the event. Click to show the event, and this is the text which will be written on the button. And you can create a class here. You can give a name for this, for example button. So you can just call this button here dot button. This is the one when someone click on this button. So the function should be run and curly braces. Inside the curly braces you need to paste that line, C should fade out. Control S. Now come here and refresh. So you can see you have a button here. Click on this button, so you can see the C is just fading out. Once again refresh and click on this, click to show the event, C is just fading out. So in next step, what you can do, you can just put, instead of this fade out, you can write here siblings, Siblings. So you can just put this area empty. After the end of this parentheses you can put another dot and fade out. Control S, and now just come here, refresh. It means without C other elements should be removed. Click on this so you can see. You can just give a timing here, for example in 2 seconds. Control S, refresh. Now you can see. Like this you can select element and you can just remove by using fade out event. Without C other elements are just fading out. So it was the second way. In third way you can just write here, instead of sibling next, it means the element after C or next to C. Refresh, the element after C is D or next C. Just click this, D is removing. You can see. Once again click on this. So the same way you can just write here, instead of next you can write here prev also, PREV. You can set the element before C. Before C is B. Click here so you can see. Once again click, B is just fading out. So like this we have used here a sibling, fade out, prev, next. So you can just use here next, or you can say next all. Next all. Make sure the A should be written in capital letter. And just this all, Control S and refresh. So after the C all the elements should be removed. Click here so you can see. Very easy. After the C the elements are just fading out. The same way you can write here prev all, PREV, prev all. Control S, come here and refresh. Click on this before the C. Element before the C are just fading out. So like this you can just write here prev until. Instead of this you can just write here UNTIL. Make sure that you should be in capital letter. So prev until you are just giving here from, let's see this, the element should be removed between A and D. So you are just giving here element should be removed between just D, and here you are just coming element should be removed between D and A you are giving here. Dot A. Control S. Now just come here, refresh, click on this. So you can see the element between A and D are just fading out or removing. You can see B and C are removed. So you can just write here prev until or next until. You can just write here next, and you can say from A till D or any other element you want. Control S and refresh. It's not important that you need to just give element between A and D. You can give any element. For example, between A and E, you are just giving E here instead of D. Control S. Now come here and refresh. Just click on this button. Element between A and E are just removing. You can see, and again refresh. So one more thing we have here. So you can just write here, for example, we are going to change the name. For all classes we are putting A. You have just 5 same classes with the same name. Just suppose like this, A. So you don't need to change this, it is just wasting the time. Control S and refresh. So here inside your JQuery you can just insert, for example, instead of this you can say the first one, FIRST, first, and here you need to just remove this and Control S. It will just remove the first element. Click this so you can see once again the first element is just fading out. So the same you can just write here last also, last. Control S and refresh, click on this. So the last element is just fading out. You can see. I think we have discussed about sibling, traversing. There is nothing remain. Oh sorry, you have one more sibling here we can use. For example, inside this classes, instead of this class I'm just using here ID for the C1, and you can just give this C. You can give the name C. Control S. So you can just come here inside your CSS. You are just writing instead of last not, and instead of this round bracket, inside this round bracket you are inserting a single quotation. Hash we are using for ID that we have created here, and C. You are just going to say without C all the elements should be fade out or should be removed, invisible. Just click on this. So you can see without C you can just make invisible all the elements. Once again refresh and click on this, and it is just not sibling. You can create just a separate class or ID inside others, so you can call it without C or without your different element. Others should be removed. You can see it is just working here. So it was about sibling traversing. We have completed traversing. We have discussed about parent traversing, child traversing, and sibling traversing. Sorry. So in next class we will come back. We will discuss how we can create image slider. So till next class, watch the video and do practice. Have a nice time and see you.